Do you know how fast or the momentum on this has been, though? You say it's been around for 20, 30 years. Do you know if it's been rising a little bit, rising at all, rising a lot in terms of the amount of people using it?
I think back in the 80s, it started to rise a little bit, 80s and 90s. There was some TV shows done on it, some investigative reports done on it, and there wasn't enough of a supply for the demand that came in.
Oh, wow.
And they weren't able to capitalize on this cool new fad of healthcare rush. There just wasn't enough practitioners and wasn't enough devices out there, and so it kind of like died down, and kind of has been in an underground kind of therapy world. And this has also been available because it is sometimes $500, $600, $700 a session. It's been a lot of times in the elitist class type of therapy. Hollywood stars, high level athletes have been able to afford this kind of therapy, and the average person that wants to pay for their their medical care through their insurance has not been able to afford it on at the level that they
Sure.
might need it. Marketing, there's been a big problem with the marketing, and it's kind of mind blowing at times why this has not taken off more, but it comes down to the money making model that the AMA, Big Pharma, FDA have put all of their money into producing.
Do you find that sports teams are starting to jump on this a little bit more? Because I feel like they would be the ones that they have the most to lose by their athletes not being in prime shape all the time.
Right.
And if you're saying this works as fast as it does and as effectively as it does, I feel like they don't care about the marketing. They're the only people they want to please are kind of themselves because they want to win, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like
I have heard of a couple of teams owning these devices. I just heard that the NFL Players Association adopted Beamer, which is pulse electromagnetic frequency. It's like these coils that emit a electromagnetic frequency, kind of like so like your phone. Everybody knows your phone emits an EMF, and those EMFs are bad. They're disruptive for our cells. Well, they have also found ways to make frequencies that emit positive waves, and have positive effects on the body and the circulation of the processes within the cell. And so PEMF, there's a company called Beamer, and they're a German-based company. The technology's been around for about 20 years, and the NFL Players Association just adopted the Beamer technology to start helping their players and alumni.
Can you break that down a little bit more? Because I think you're totally right. I think most people do know about, cell phones. Oh, I shouldn't have this on my body because I hear it's bad because of the waves or something. Like, what exactly is it that's bad about it?
It's why you don't want to live under cell phone towers,
Right.
and because there are these invisible waves that are coming out, and they're flowing through the air, and they are flowing right through your body, and they have a disruptive signal. They have a chaotic signal that your cells they don't like, and it starts to disrupt their little processes, and starts to disrupt things like mitochondria and ATP production, and starts to disrupt the dielectric of the cell and the input-output of toxins and nutrients. And it's a well-known thing now that we have these disruptive frequencies. So think about this. When you go get diagnosed at the doctor, you have an EKG or an EMG or an EEG, one's to check brain function or to check,
I've had the
you got all the little sticky things all over you, right? And so they are reading and scanning your body for electrical impulses, for frequencies that your body is giving off. And they're doing that electrically. And then when you die, you get brought back to life with a clear, that's an electrical impulse that they are, starting your heart again with an electrical impulse. So why are we not being treated electrically? And if you can just plug something into the wall and have, a little tiny bit of electricity coming out, and where, it's extremely cheap, and you are now helping people avoid taking pills and getting surgeries, and there's a whole lot of money that's going to be lost
Right.
by the big dogs.
But lives that would be bettered and saved.
Right. Yep.
Insane.
So we are working on changing that model. Mm-hmm. We are working on showing a model that where we, get people healthy quickly. And
what do you guys want to accomplish? You're smaller now. Obviously, you want to get the word out there. What's kind of your dream goal here?
We want to have our first brick and mortar. Right now we are working at a number of different doctors' offices around the Phoenix Valley, and so very soon we'll have our own brick and mortar. We'll have our own clinics. We want to expand, possibly franchise our clinics. Have concierge services to where we'll come to your home, or some of these professional athletes will come to you on the road and give you a tune-up, electromagnetic cellular tune-up, and get your bum knee that's been hurting you for the last couple of months.
So in theory, at like halftime at a football game, whatever, you could go to some athlete that's having some pain or is dealing with an injury, and they could go back better than they were before halftime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're starting to get it. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. We want to make it commonplace to where you get tuned up, you get stimulated before and after. Maybe at halftime. Maybe,
is that what you call it? You get stimulated?
Yeah.
Before you get high.
Yeah.
Electric high.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're stimulating the cells to go into kind of hyperdrive healing function.
Wow.
And we want to make it commonplace.
Yeah.
So that detoxification, greater nutrient intake, and greater toxins out, and more oxygen being brought in. It equals the body healing.
So in short, it's essentially just helping everything flow better.
Yeah.
And the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see the device Equiscope.
Equiscope.
I can't wait to see the Equiscope. Is that a way of saying it?
Yeah.
No? Okay. And then, so we'll see what you're talking about. It's it's like a whole suitcase. We were laughing before that it looks like a nuclear code suitcase that you have to handcuff to your arm. But no, and then, the probes and connecting and thing. We'll see how it works. And we'll have Cody, your brother, out to talk about that.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Cameron, for giving us a rundown of this. This is kind of mind-blowing. I'm so surprised you don't hear more about this, but hopefully we will soon.
You will. You absolutely will.
Because this could be a big game changer, I feel like.
It will be.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cameron.
Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching the episode. If you're interested in contributing to the conversation and supporting the show, there's 2 easy things you can do. 1, click subscribe, and 2, visit our Patreon page where you get exclusive access to the Exploring Minds community.